लास्ट वीडियो में हमने रेजिस्टिविटी को डिस्कस किया था एंड द फैक्टर्स ऑन विच द रेजिस्टिविटी डिपेंड्स. टुडे we will recall the resistivity depends on the nature of the substance and temperature. So a good conductor of electricity, a good conductor of electricity has low resistivity. Good conductor of electricity has low resistivity. Good conductor की resistivity low होती है. A good conductor of electricity has low resistivity and a poor conductor of electricity. A poor conductor of electricity has high resistivity. गुड कंडक्टर की रेजिस्टिविटी लो होगी और पुअर कंडक्टर की रेजिस्टिविटी हाई होगी. पुअर कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हैव हाई रेजिस्टिविटी एंड वी नो दैट of all metals silver has the lowest resistivity. Silver has the lowest resistivity. Silver has the lowest resistivity. Why silver has the lowest resistivity? Because silver is the best conductor of electricity. Silver is the best conductor of electricity and that's why silver has the lowest resistivity. So silver offers least resistance to the flow of current. Silver metal offers least resistance to the flow of करंट. यानी सिल्वर मेटल में करंट का फ्लो ज्यादा होगा बिकॉज सिल्वर ऑफर्स लीस्ट रेजिस्टेंस टू द फ्लो ऑफ करंट. व्हाई सिल्वर ऑफर्स लीस्ट रेजिस्टेंस टू द फ्लो ऑफ करंट? बिकॉज सिल्वर मेटल हैज द लोएस्ट रेजिस्टिविटी and since it has the lowest resistivity, there means silver is the best conductor of electricity. But why we don't use silver metal for the conduction of electricity? The question arises that why do not use silver metal for conduction of electricity? Because silver a metal is very costly. Silver metal is very costly. That's why we don't use. That's why we don't use silver metal for the conduction of electricity. For the conduction of electricity. तो गुड कंडक्टर की जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, गुड कंडक्टर की रेजिस्टिविटी लेस होती है और पुअर कंडक्टर की रेजिस्टिविटी हाई होगी. सिल्वर मेटल जो होता है इसकी रेजिस्टिविटी लेस होती है. क्यों? क्योंकि सिल्वर मेटल जो है वो बेस्ट कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी होता है. लेकिन सिल्वर को हम कंडक्शन के लिए यूज क्यों नहीं करते? बिकॉज सिल्वर मेटल इज वेरी कॉस्टली. दैट्स व्हाई वी डोंट यूज फॉर द कंडक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. वी यूज कॉपर एंड एल्यूमिनियम. we use copper and aluminum. Copper and aluminum for the transmission of electricity. We use copper and aluminum for the transmission of electricity because it has also low resistivity. Because it has also low resistivity. हम कॉपर वायर को और एल्युमिनियम वायर को यूज करते हैं इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के ट्रांसमिशन के लिए। क्यों? क्योंकि कॉपर और एल्युमिनियम वायर की भी रेजिस्टिविटी, कॉपर और एल्युमिनियम मेटल की भी रेजिस्टिविटी लेस होती है और ये वायर मेटल भी, कॉपर और एल्युमिनियम भी लेस रेजिस्टेंस को ऑफर करते हैं। अगर रेजिस्टिविटी लेस होगी तो लेस रेजिस्टेंस ऑफर करेगा, रेजिस्टिविटी हाई होगी तो मोर रेजिस्टेंस को ऑफर करेगा। अगर मोर रेजिस्टेंस को ऑफर करेगा तो लेस करंट फ्लो होगा, अगर लेस रेजिस्टेंस को ऑफर करेगा और रेजिस्टिविटी लेस होगी तो हाई करंट का फ्लो होगा। सो रेजिस्टिविटी डिपेंड्स ऑन द नेचर ऑफ द सब्सटेंस। Good conductor has low resistivity, poor conductor has high resistivity. Silver has the lowest resistivity because silver is the best conductor of electricity, and silver offers least resistance for the flow of current, and silver metal is very costly. That's why we do not use silver metal for the transmission of electricity. But we use copper metal and aluminum metal for the transmission of electricity because it has also low resistivity, and since it has also low resistivity, therefore copper and aluminum also offers low resistance for the conduction of current. Now the resistivity of alloys are much more higher than that of metals. Resistivity of alloys. Resistivity of alloys are much more higher than that of the pure metal, एलॉयज की जो रेजिस्टिविटी होती है वो बहुत ज़्यादा हाई होती है प्योर मेटल के कंपैरिजन में। रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ एलॉयज आर मच मोर हायर देन दैट ऑफ प्योर मेटल्स एंड फ्रॉम विच दे आर मेड। तो एलॉयज क्या होते हैं? जैसे हमने डिस्कस किया था कि मैंगनीज एलॉयज है, मैंगनीज is an alloy, so it is an alloy. Manganese is an alloy made of मैंगनीज एक alloy है जो किससे मिलकर के बना है? तो कॉपर, मैंगनीज एंड निकल। इट इज an alloy made of copper, manganese and nickel. So मैंगनीज एलॉय है और किस चीज का एलॉय है? सो इट इज एन एलॉय मेड ऑफ कॉपर, मैंगनीज और निकल का एलॉय। उसी तरह से हमने कॉन्स्टेंटेन देखा था। कॉन्स्टेंटेन ये भी एक एलॉय है मेड अप ऑफ कॉपर एंड निकल, कॉपर एंड निकल। So these are two alloys, manganese and constantine. These are two main alloys, manganese and constantan. Manganese is an alloy made up of copper, manganese and nickel. Constantan is an alloy made up of copper and nickel. And resistivity of alloys are much more higher than that of the pure metal. And due to high resistivity, they are used. Due to high resistivity, alloys are used to make. Due to high resistivity, alloys are used to make resistance wires. Used in electronic circuit. तो हमने देखा कि जो एलॉयज होते हैं, एज फॉर एग्जांपल मैंगनीज एलॉयज और कांस्टेंटाइन, दे आर द मेन एलॉयज. इनकी रेजिस्टिविटी काफ़ी हाई होती है और रेजिस्टिविटी हाई होने के कारण इनको हम यूज करते हैं. दीज एलॉयज आर यूज्ड टू मेक द रेजिस्टेंस वायर्स यूज्ड इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सर्किट, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक अप्लायंसेस. क्योंकि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक अप्लायंसेस में हमें लार्ज करंट की जरूरत नहीं होती. There in electronic appliances less current is required. So the alloys manganese and constantan or other alloys, they are used to make the resistance wires used in electronic appliances, because in electronic appliances less current is required. In electronics appliances less current is required. That's why the alloys are used to make resistance wires used in electronics appliances. And the next is the coils of electrical heating appliances such as iron heater. The coils of electrical heating appliances. The coils of electrical heating appliances such as electric heater, electric iron and toasters. The coils of electrical appliances, the coils of electrical heating appliances such as electric heater, electric iron and toaster are made of an alloy. So the coils of electrical heating appliances such as electric heater, electric iron and toaster, they are also made of alloy rather than pure metal, because the resistivity of alloy is much more higher than the pure metal, and an alloy doesn't go oxidation or burn easily, doesn't undergo ऑक्सीडेशन और बर्न easily. The alloy doesn't undergo oxidation. Oxidation means burn easily at high temperature. At high temperature. When it is red hot. तो इलेक्ट्रिकल हीटिंग अप्लायंसेस के जो कॉइल्स होते हैं वो एलॉयज के बने होते हैं। क्यों? क्योंकि पहला रीजन, द रेजिस्टिविटी ऑफ एलॉयज आर मच मोर हायर देन दैट ऑफ द प्योर मेटल, एंड द सेकंड रीजन दैट एलॉय doesn't undergo oxidation or burn even at high temperature. When it is red hot, काफी रेड हो जाने के टेम्परेचर से के कारण, काफी रेड हो जाने के बाद भी जो एलॉयज होते हैं, उनके जो कॉइल्स होते हैं वो बर्न नहीं करते क्योंकि उनकी रेजिस्टिविटी हाई होती है। दैट्स व्हाई वी यूज alloys in electrical heating appliances such as heater, iron and toasters. Now we will discuss the combination of resistances. Combination of resistances. Combination of resistances. There are two combinations of the resistances. First is series combination and second is parallel combination. There are two combinations of resistances, or resistances are connected in two ways, either in series combination or in parallel combination. So what is about the series combination? Series combination. When two or more resistances are connected end to end, when two or more resistances, are connected end to end, then such type of combination is called series combination. When two or more resistances are connected end to end, then such type of combination is called series combination. Suppose there are three resistances and they are connected end to end. The resistances R1, R2, R3, and they are connected end to end. Then such type of combination is called series combination. About parallel combination, when parallel combination when two or more resistances, two or more resistances are connected. When two or more resistances are connected between the same two ends, when two or more resistances are connected between the same two points, are connected between the same two points, दो सेम पॉइंट्स के बीच में अगर रेजिस्टेंसेस कनेक्टेड हैं, देन such type of combination, is called parallel combination. As for example, suppose there are three resistances. And they are connected between same two points, A and B. A और B दो सेम पॉइंट्स के बीच में ये रेजिस्टेंसेस कनेक्टेड है, R1, R2 and R. Two or more resistances connected between the same two points, then such type of combination is called parallel combination. So, combination of resistances, there are two types of combination. First is series combination and second is parallel combination. When two or more resistances are connected end to end, then such type of combination is called series combination. And when two or more resistances are connected between the same two points, then such type of combination is called parallel combination. Now we will see the derivation for finding the equivalent resistance in a series combination. To find the equivalent resistance, in series combination. सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन में टोटल रेजिस्टेंस कैसे फाइंड आउट करेंगे, ये हम देखते हैं. सपोज देयर आर थ्री रेजिस्टेंसेस. Suppose there are three resistances, R1, R2 and R3 are connected in series through a cell of potential difference V. So current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. I mean the current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. So in series combination, the current for all the resistances will remain same. जो करंट R1 रेजिस्टेंस में जाएगा वही करंट R2 में जाएगा और वही करंट R3 में जाएगा. So in series combination, first point, current across all the resistances, remains same. सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन में सभी रेजिस्टेंस के अक्रॉस करंट की वैल्यू सेम होगी. R1 के लिए भी करंट आई, R2 के लिए भी करंट आई और R3 रेजिस्टेंस के लिए भी करंट आई. बट potential difference across current through all the resistances, and potential difference across all the resistances gets different. सीरीज कॉम्बिनेशन में सभी रेजिस्टेंस के लिए करंट की वैल्यू सेम होती है, लेकिन पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस की वैल्यू हर एक के क्रॉस अलग अलग होगी. सपोज V1 इज द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस across R1, V2 is the potential difference across R2, and V3 is the potential difference across the resistance R3. But total potential difference V is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. If there are three resistances, then total potential difference V must be equal to sum of the potential differences across the different resistances. V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. And from Ohm's law, we have seen that potential difference, total potential difference, V is equals to total current upon total resistance. V equals to I into R. V equals to I into R. This is the formula for finding the potential difference. V equals to I into R. So total potential V is equals to I into R. V1 means potential difference across the resistance R1. And since it is a series combination and current is same, so current I and resistance V R1. V2, this becomes I into R2, and V3 I into R3. From Ohm's law, we know potential difference V equals to product of current and resistances. So I into R equals to I into R1 plus I into R2 plus I into R3. I into R, from all these terms, I taken common. So R1 plus R2 plus R3. And I gets cancelled. From both the sides, I gets cancelled. And the result comes to be R equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this R is called R equivalent, or total resistance in a series circuit when three resistances R1, R2, R3 are connected. If there are n resistances connected in series, if there are total n resistances connected in series, then R equivalent or R total is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus dash dash R. This is the formula for equivalent resistance or total resistances connected in series. So in series combination, two things you have to remember, that in series combination, current through each of the resistances remains same, and potential difference across each of the resistances gets different, and total potential must be equals to sum of the potentials of the individual resistances. V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. From Ohm's law, V equals to I into R, V1 equals to I into R1, V2 equals to I into R2, and V3 equals to I into R3. From these terms RHS, I taken common, and I gets cancelled, and R becomes equals to R equivalent is R1 plus R2 plus R3. If there are n resistances connected in series, then R equivalent is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus dash dash Rn. So this is about equivalent resistance where various resistances connected in series, and in next video we will see the equivalent resistance when various resistances connected in parallel.